Mukutu gwaffe www.nextticket.com okugula tiketi yo kati.
Dewo ne bigenda bitya kadde kenyini akalaganye 15 minutes off 9 o'clock nkukulisayo nnyo mu Morning Express gye twakeeredde kati tuba bigenda bitya tutulako wansi n'omugenyi waffe ne tunyumyamu ku mboozi n'atubuulira bigenda bitya kakati nolwero olugambo olusinga okunyuma lwe tuba tukola because ffenno tuba tukola lugambo oba oyigamu tonyumirwa bunyumizi goberera bugobezi mboozi tumuleeta for a purpose obeeko kyoyigamu. We need someone for you to be inspired to learn a lesson. Hatima was saying here to pick a leaf, a branch, or a whole tree. So the choice is yours. Welcome to the show. My beautiful name is Afi. Erango nakolwa lero nina. She's titles nyingi, but she's called Enid Mirembe. Yaliko Miss. Omukyala wa business, she's a mother, bingi nnyo byali and tugenda kuba tumutegeera olunaku olwaleero. Sometimes oyinza ogamba omuntu atunyumiza bino because we want you to learn. Yes. Welcome to the show once again. Tukwaniriza mukwano.
Nange nsimye okubeera wano.
Oli bulungi?
Ndi bulungi.
Olabika nga oli bulungi era kugamba toli bulungi badde ngenda kugamba how do you look like that nga toli bulungi?
I'm very okay. I'm very fine. Just ka esi kampisemu naye ndi bulungi.
Kajja kutereera mpola mpola. I always see you with short hair. Ozi maintaining otenazirinako naye mukwano. The struggle is real.
Actually not a short hair person. Naye zino nazikoze lwa nsonga.
Lwa nsonga.
Nabadde nakyempisaawo.
Buli kimu kyokola oba olina kyoyisaawo.
Okay. You have to have a motive. There is always a purpose for everything. Yeah. You don't just look at someone and you think they're just here for just... No. See what
there's always something. Okay, omulabi wa bigenda bitayagala okumanya. Who is Enid gwe tumuletedde olwaleero?
Enid Mirembe was a Miss Tourism. Enid Mirembe is a businesswoman. She's an entrepreneur.
Katobera ex-queen.
Nedda. Mu pageantry world, tugamba nti once a queen, always a queen. There is not ever going to be a Miss Tourism 2015 in
so
my
there is
seat.
no ex.
Tewabeerako.
So
I am kiringanga baba president, for example. Era tujja kugamba nti His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni yali president kuva kino ekiseera paka kino. Tewali mulala. Ali replacing at that time period. Yes. So to maybe runners-up, you're only 3 people during that time.
Okay. Kale. So ndi musajja kubanga atuddeko ne queen.
Tukuze.
So Enid Mirembe yaliko queen.
Miss Tourism. She's a founder Rolex Initiative. That is a project I did.
Yeah.
One of my biggest achievements. Actually, my biggest achievement.
I don't know, you're going to tell us if what we saw actually generated money.
It did.
If it did make money.
Yeah.
But we are going to know, we are going to dive into that. You're a mother?
Yes, I am a mother of 2 beautiful girls.
How are they?
Amazing. They are fine.
They're fine.
All in school now.
Oh,
even
nice.
The second one started. So tewali asiba waka.
Mwena muvao ne mugenda. Everyone in that house needs to live.
Byomwa akera ina kyagenda okola okujjako asiibayo. Naye naye aba ne byagenda okola.
Okay. And dakulabako ng'olina interest. Oyagala yingira politics?
I did actually. Nesimbawo mu 2020 akakalulu. Abalonzi tebampisa bulungi.
Bibaawo. Siti noba olina kye wabakola but that's how.
Balina ebintu ebyo baagala because nabala akugamba ffe twagala ogendewe twagala osokoddeyo okule because that time munange bo balina ebaali bagala olina ngamba soko ogende okule. Olyoka okomewo weesimbewo mbu actually omukyala omu yaŋŋamba naye oli katini ogwo mubiri tegunyumira mu ggomesa okyali kato. I swear I was offended.
By the way, I've had 3 women telling me that. You're now the 3rd one. I've had Nakwede kati bamulonze agamba abantu bamugambako olw'omubiri. Then there's this lady producer also muzijjukiza kabadde akontestinga Kampala Central woman MP Kampala Central actually as a whole MP naye agamba bamugambako ne oli kati nnyo
tonyumira mu Gomez
tojanyumirayo ne mu parliament
babyogera ate nga babuuza n'emyaka ate obalimbe because some of them are going to be your what
they can really
they are going to help you out bagenda kukumira obululu kati bajalaba emyaka bajalaba national ID bishinga wabalimba ate n'ekyo kifuuka ensonga so you have to be open
kati amanyi gakugwamu
no nakola akalulu nenkoma mu primaries seyongerayo because usually babagamba mbeera in the party whether twayiseemu you go and support ayiseemu your time will always come nange era nga nzireyo kukiri eri abantu kye baŋŋamba okyali muto obuddewo bujja kujja kutya baŋŋamba abantu okuŋŋamba okyalina obudde bungi nnyo nokagira akola baŋŋamba but also nenkomawo mu kano akawedde naye
ojjatubulira mu maaso what really happened and where you see your journey maaso awo today eri gye watandikira tusooka okulabako nga oli ng'owangudde wa Miss Tourism. How did that journey move? What inspired you okuyingira ebya Miss? Do you think you were the best candidate? How wali weeraba otya?
Okay, when agenda mu Miss Tourism I was most of my friends were models, but models there's a certain body shape that you're supposed to have, like really tiny baina ebyo bapima your hip bones which oyina okubeera kati nali mbyagala because I was working. Joram scouted me, Joram Model Management. We have actually been through Joram, most of us. We have been through the agency and it has really done us good. Kati I wanted to be a model, but my body could not allow me because of the body shape.
Ng'olinamu amafiga
ne baŋŋamba wano tojja sobola. I was small naye yes I was small naye nga tekijja kukola eri
kati nayo height eyita
nga height eyita naye ng'ebirala tebiyita ne baŋŋamba Enid Joram nanscouting naŋŋamba ojja kukola bulungi and for commercials I used to do commercial modeling I used to do naye naŋŋamba let's go for pageantry because he had like a runway models and pageantry so I went for pageantry nempitamu actually nasooka kukola na 2014 era ne bangwa ne baŋŋamba you're still in school so koddeyo malirize so I went in 2015 ne maliriza nenkola ki nempitamu for Miss Tourism Busoga region and then I was crowned. Actually that was the biggest Miss Tourism that's ever happened. Sente zaaliwo eziri the whole tourism sector yatuteekamu sente. It was big, it was massive. The late Honorable Mariam Tagama, may her soul rest in peace, yakola ekintu ekyo nga ayagala kuyamba abaana abawala. So I went for that and as a project, a girl child, ogenda mu pageant purpose gye watandise nayo. You have to go with a purpose into what do I want to achieve out of this. You don't just go and you're like, okay, genda mu pageant, no, I just want to have a crown and so on and so forth. Purpose yange yali nti I want to go, but I want to create an impact on communities. But I looked through everything that most of the people were doing, most of the queens were doing, and I don't want to say I wanted to be different. And the untapped sector that we had was food, that is culinary. There was no one doing anything with food, but global destinations are known for their meals because they identify us. You look at pizza and pasta for Italy, wine culture ya Europe, noodles za China, Japanese sushi, hot dog for USA, so biryani abayindi. Kati ffe Uganda tulina amawanga mangi. Hafi wena agamba nti no tugamba oluwombo lwa identifying Uganda tuyinza n'ofuna olutalo. ab'omu north ab'omu west abaawa buli majja gamba why luwombo
Exactly.
then wetunagamba tukozese shabwe people from other regions would be like why shabwe and then Marakwang would be like why Marakwang, you know. But I did a study and wanted to use Rolex as a meal that identifies us, one, because of the stereotype of Busoga region, but also the fact that Rolex started around university, Makerere University. So abavubuka bangi baali bagirya, but mmere ya muntu wa wansi, but it is also a complete meal. So nengamba, okay, we can actually add a lot of value onto this Rolex for it to get on the map to identify us as a country. By adding value, packaging, branding, hygiene and sensitization, you know, abantu abakola mogwo omulimu tubayamba tutya okulaba nga eyemmere yeyongerako omutindo. So mu byonna byonna bye twakola, we looked at the food as a meal, naye nga tulina bye tuyambako. Then netugenda netu
waliwo ngambidde nti you are identifying something that could bring us regions zonna wamu.
Yes.
Makes a lot of sense. Bwogamba bwokola kino labanga ekigwe nnyo oba mu some region oba some region. Now nkulaba ng'oli Miss Tourism Busoga region. But also what you think about is a Rolex. Leave alone the stereotype, but honestly nti the chapati, yes, ziri identified nnyo ne region eyo. Okitegeera. Much as ngeno
and you know why?
I want to know.
The Indians who settled in Busoga. The Indians make the best flatbread and chapati. Basettling nnyo in the east. Era ne bayiga abantu ne bayiga okukola ki? Chapati y'omukyotala. Abayindi ne bafuuka abakyotala, you know. Aba abantu nga bakufumbidde chapati on Eid.
Yes,
you not want to eat another.
Abasiramu abasinga.
They make exactly
so they make the best chapatis.
They make the best chapatis. Abasiramu, which amazing. No one beats
also
them.
settling, that makes sense.
Yes. So that is where the chapati begins from, the stereotype of chapati and all around it, and then the Rolex University. Okay. But also Rolex spread out into the whole country. You will find a Rolex as a Rolex in Kampala, in Karamoja, in West, everywhere have it's a Rolex. So no one will complain. Yeah, Rolex, as much as it's affiliated and associated with Busoga region, but you'll find it everywhere, and people have embraced it to the extent that we have pushed it to be onto the menus of fine dining hotels, fine dining restaurants, internationally. That is the meal that supports and defines us. When people travel for expos, do you know what they say? When people come to their stalls in those tourism travel expos, they'll be like, oh, where is your food? Where is the Ugandan Rolex? You get it. Because it is a Ugandan meal. It is not only identified, and that was the whole motive. To jije mu Busoga mu bana ba students into the whole country. And also, wetegereze all the meals that identify other countries. They are quick meals.
Street
a meal that identifies you as a country is a street food. You just go and grab it on the street. You eat it on the go. So, twakola ebintu bingi nnyo around it. As you ask, you get to see that we were adding a lot of value onto this meal so that we can fully associate with it. Honorable ava wano. Naye tubeera twagala naye nti wava ku TV nga wano. She can actually stop by the road, nassa window, ne bamuwa Rolex ye nga bulijjo majje abiri, chapati emu, vegetables, and they eat it comfortably. But for us to get there, there is a lot that has to be done.
So that's how that journey started.
Yes.
How has it been so far? Nalabako events zaali bbiri. I attended the first event. 10
events down the road.
So Katsiman, did you and I attending, but I knew it happened.
Yeah,
I don't know along the way, but
actually even COVID we kept on. We did home editions. We would go into celebrities' homes, you know, and cook. We had quite a number of people. We had politicians, we had artists. We would go onto their homes and bring the Rolex closer to your house. So people would watch. You know, we had, for example, Spice Diana, Carol Casita, Sheila Gashua, they cooked. And people were like, let's see how she makes her Rolex. Of course, Rolex yokukubonga is different, but they had their recipes. Abamu nga chapati emenyekange jinja, naye ng'agamba yange. Abamu amajinga gakutuse, abamu nateekamu champagne, abaana balina masali. They did different things, and people actually loved it. They were like, okay, this is amazing. You know, we could work with this.
Okay. Do you think olowooza bannayuganda kino bakyembracinze olowooza abaana abakola Rolex oba Rolex zigenze mu class okuba we zaali okweyongerako wakyusewo enjawulo bagitegedde?
Yes, Rolex nze ndaba na ku festival nti abantu abajja because twasooka nga abantu bagamba Rolex, but right now as we speak abaana abantu like families tugipromoting nga family event. Family elimu corporate, elimu omwana omuto, elimu omuvubuka sikyo. So bonna bajja ne basanyuka ne balya because tukola ebintu ebyenjawulo, and some people actually come in ajja nga azze okushoppinga n'agula Rolex ze, packaging is good, n'agenda n'afuma n'ebivera nga 8 ng'atwala waka. Oba abeera agenda zireka zimanyi Rolex manyi balya yokya. Happy, I'm telling you, people real shop Rolex. Oli n'ajja n'atwala Rolex nga 2. Aba abazungu ng'ajja n'atwala chicken 10, bino 5.
But I think was warming a microwave.
Happy to them mazima.
Wala nga teri mu nnyanja.
Okay, yeah.
Inji wominzeeko. Bw'oba togisaliddemu veggies etali yakuliirawo ogitereka n'ogyomenga microwave. Ebayo nnamu nga nnungi.
Ati ako tukaleke.
Wallahi naye gwe nno osaaga omanyi kati abantu bayize omanyi ffenno mu Uganda because tulina emmere nnyingi twali tetumanyi kukuuma mmere. You know, you eat what you eat and then no sula. So we've learned okubeera nga tupreserving emmere.
I have a friend eyangamba ne cabbage ne lettuce bagiteeka mu freezer n'obutungulu. They are not here. And I'm like, why? Want to know first when you go to shop, you shop once.
Yes.
Tebiri ngafe, you run to the... Actually, me when I was at campus, nga tufuluma, n'ogenda, n'obutungulu bwo, ogula ali obutungulu bwo n'ennyaanya, n'ogenda ku Rolex joint, kuba omanyi takuteeramu bimala, ng'ogenda n'obutungulu bwo ne Reiko, n'obimuwa, akwongereremu. So I think we have abundance.
Yes, fatally very lucky. So bwete Rolex owulira nga kino ekintu kyakwatayo?
Yes, my heart is more than grateful. I think this is the biggest decisions I've ever made, one of the most beautiful decisions I've ever made. Sometimes tukola ebintu ne bitatutambulira bulungi n'ogwamu amaanyi. But happy if I told you how I began. Me, the money that I used to run that event the first year, it was my mother who gave it to me.
Because that's why we want omuntu okera ku makyanga wakuba event nekwatayo, most especially eyasooka. Tuyinza obutamanya wali kye kyatandika. Idea gye tugambye we yava. Motive yavanga obadde oli miss n'ogamba bwe nvaano kye kiddako. So how do you start?
I wrote a concept. I shared it with people. Of course, nempagamba kube nagamba konti, this is what I want to do. Of course, abamalamu amaanyi baali bangi. Tekijja kola nagamba naye nze when I begin something happy nfana kyo. I am not someone who does something and just lets it pass. So I did that concept, shared it with people who I knew would actually help mentor me into doing it.
Okay.
One of the people I actually shared it with, after like conceptualizing the whole thing, nagena nengamba koko ne minister, the late Mariam Tagamba. She was a patron Mysteries in Uganda. Ngamba koko na bo, I'm going to do activations on the streets between Badden Saba. Oje onkolere ku activation yogere koko n'abantu abali kukubo in that Rolex market twagenda kyengera. Honorable nambuza Rolex biki muwala wange. I died. Because I did not imagine there is someone who doesn't know a Rolex.
Rolex ekwisiza mu campus life yonna. Someone doesn't know about it.
Honorable yambuza Rolex kyeki nentyamuko. Ngamba mama Rolex is a chapati rolled with eggs. Nagamba, hey, okay. Nemunyonyola the whole concept, what I'm trying to build, what I want to add, value addition for these informal food artisans. Nagamba, hey, this is a beautiful concept. It is nice. Nemugamba, yes, but climax after all our activations as a way of sensitizing the masses for people to come for the festival, but also there are different things that we are trying to teach these people. We are adding capacity onto them. So netugenda ku street nayogera n'abantu abo yagenda okulaba bakozesa kambo okukyusa ki eggi she died yagamba bannange kati bw'okozesa ebijiiko alaba bakubira amagye mu kikopo you know she ate it actually yajesikira n'agirya kuba we wanted her to experience nagamba this is a meal, this is nice. Netungamba nno kati ku festival wagenda birawo ebintu ebyenjawulo najja ne ku festival najja n'alaunchinga biki ne Honorable Kiwanda. It was amazing. N'alaba nti ate bongeddemu ebisooka ebirala amagi enkoko liver biki n'Abajapani baliyo nga bali ku Rolex. Rolex is chapati rolled with eggs as starters. Byebirala byoyongeramu byonna gwamanyi naye ki chapati n'amagi tekibulako. Abajapani bajja ne bakola sushi waabwe naye ng'ali mu magi neki ne chapati. It was amazing. Ngera bagiryanga sushi nga babusazeesaze like real sushi naye nga Rolex. So abantu bongeddemu nnyo ebintu bingi on their menus. Yes.
Okusinziira wajjali. So ffe etambudde paka wa ogiwulira bagiryawa?
We have so many restaurants. Oh, Copenhagen. There's a guy, I'm forgetting his name, but we actually worked with him here. He has a Rolex shop in Denmark. Has a Rolex shop there. Big, huge, by the way. He's a big person. Era yajjako waneeno bitongole mu tourism sector ne bigezako okumu recognizing to appreciate him because all we can do for people who are not based here really is to appreciate them for pushing brand Uganda. You can always push brand Uganda through different things, music, culinary, as well promoting food, sports, byonna tubeera tuli ki patriotic to pushing agenda lyeki
raising Ugandan flag.
Yes.
Okay. Byakusomezebwa ki byewasanga naddala mu ntandikwa?
Okusomezebwa first of all nakugambye nti people Edward abantu bamalamu amaanyi abagamba tekijjasoboka biki. Of course maybe other people were telling me because that is what their gut was telling them. That oh, she can't do this, she's young, event yetaga abantu bangi, you need venue, production, what, excuse me, but I pushed on nenkola nengamba regardless I will move. 2 okunoonya ba partners ne ba sponsors. 3 I was bright enough to register very fast. Okitegeera. So abantu baba concepts era ekyo later bakingamba ne bangamba wali mugezi kubanga egundi singa tiwaregisteringa singa gokama because I have quite a number of concepts I've developed and they have been taken when I share them with different people. Naye oba namukolera ki, especially when you've not yet registered it. Yes. So sponsorships was another thing. Okunoonya ba sponsors nga obuzibu because you need support. You need support, you need affiliations with government agencies in line with their mandates. For example, you can be like, actually, this will work for me, this will work for this ministry, ndi mu tourism sector, but for my line of work, I am in tourism. Then also, youth, I mean gender, Ministry of Gender, because you are looking at the women who are in this business. Ate bangi betwayamba n'okuyamba. We have testimonials, we have people, things we have been showing to these different people.
Kuva watandika oyinza olowooza wakakola n'abantu nga bameka? Concept yaliyo weka but olaba abantu abakifunyemu regards emirimu.
Like annually, because it's an annual event. Remember, numbers increase.
Yes.
because different partners will come on board and everyone has different they benefit from the event differently. Yeah, because they're looking at if I put into Rolex initiative this amount of money, what is my ROI, return of investment. So I have worked with quite a number of partners, and annually I should say it's a minimum of 10,000 people. Those who are on my team, the partners we have on board, and the people who come to the fans who come for the event. So we have artists, we have production, we have security, like police, we have private security, we have border Uber, abaleta abantu, we have people who are selling inside. It's a whole value chain. Abatunda amaji, we get a whole truck of eggs ebera ku stand by netebaddeyo namaji wadde. Yes, so it's a very big value chain. And abayimbi, you know, abayimbi omuyimbi wajja nayimba naye alina abamwolekera balina family. So bingi abatunda bu toys, face painting, because you have a kids section. There is a lot. Okay.
Is there anyone or some people in particular that have helped you along the way okulaba kino ekintu kizimbibwa? Meaning at some point in a concept you are editing, I'm not taking idea yo y'omuntu. Idea yo y'omuntu. Kwaba abantu abazze bakuyambako.
Yes. First of all, Rolex initiative is incubated by Ministry of Tourism and Uganda Tourism Board, basically the tourism sector. I conceptualizing that together to make it much better for me to be able to actually okusikaba development partners on board because in the Ministry of Yobulambuzi.
Okay.
Honorable Chiwanda, the late Mariam Tagamba, where the Honorable Chiwanda was sitting in. So she invited in the Honorable Jango launching the Mwala Wangechi event here and tugenda ku media center. So Honorable Chiwanda yaliwo nyo yaliwo omubiri. Let Mariam Tagamba, may her soul rest in peace, naye yaliwo nyo omubiri because she wanted to see her girls shine. What are you doing? Abawala bafuna positions is maybe sinti buli omu tulina lucky. Yes, so gwe ogikozeemu ki. Then also Ministry of Tourism, Mr. Liazi, he's right now Commissioner Tourism Development. Yanyamba nnyo mu concept eyo. Waliwo n'abalala abanansonyiwa besitajjukira, but waliwo omukyala omulala, one of the sponsors, gwe sijja kwogera kitongole, naye nga naye yanyamba nnyo okulaba nga I align the concept with them.
You're stepping down as a Miss Tourism, nojja nyabo tunde street food. Kino set kuva ku level ya waggulu and then you bring your beauty down.
No. Kati tunuulira omuntu ayamba abantu abaliko obulemu abeera alemadde. But you're trying to help because there are people who do projects which are humanitarian work. Wali abasalawo okukola marathons, waliwo abali mu culture, waliwo abali mu
mulimu emirimu badde obeeramu. I mean, I'm supposed to be doing
I'm
this.
talking about being creative and innovative. I am not an ordinary person. My concepts are not ordinary. Happy. I think ndowooza nnyo nze balenzuuka n'ekiro ne mpandiika. Sometimes I'm in the shower and something runs through my head. Nenvaamu nezija nenkinotinga nze besides my bed waliwo akatabo. Kakunotinga. So nali nkirowoozaako, nali nkimanyi nti nina wenjagala okubeera, nina benjagala okuyamba. But concept newe nali ngitandika nali simanyi nti negenda kunsukkulumako. And also fortunately yansukkulumako naye nga esukkuluma mu birungi because yayamba abantu bangi. So nze sikitulira mbu Rolex, I'm informal food artisans. Bwe ngenda mu development partner ne musaba ajje partneringe nange oba sponsoring anteekemu ssente ensimbi. We worked with one of the development partners who look at development. Naye twagenda to training aba Rolex 13 in Rwenzori TDA. sente ezaali za covid recovery hafi zaali nyingi zayita mu ministry y'ebyobulambuzi nga tugenda kuyamba bantu kati singa nze alina obusobozi okugenda nembanoonyeza nembasakira sikikola ani agenda obasakira because they can't they don't know the authorities they don't know and these are informal people nti omugamba n'omugamba ne Rolex we suffer with them nga tugezaako we want them to be seen as a trade kasisi ereme bagoba ku nguudo babeere nga balina ka gazetted place nga bamanyi nti kati wano kesisi ekimanyi wano waliwo aba Rolex 10 nga tuba registerinze tulina saako because all those things we've done lwakubanga saako tebanagiteekamu ssente abatusuubiza era nja bagamba babyanguyeko gye bujjaawo
okay kale Enid ngendamu omuzaamu katono naye ffenna abalya Rolex abazikolamu because now it's a whole meal gyosobola obbalirako nti ekyemisana nja kulya Rolex oba ekyeggulo nja kulyawo Rolex yes yaliwo naye Enid we yajja yagezako giraba nga agifuula ekyomulembe agifuula n'abantu ba uptown abali bagiraba nga just emmere ya ku street eri awo abantu abo manyi beetaga convincing okwogera ebigambo bingi nnyo but kati eri ku class nti omuntu atula mu office nagamba I'll have a Rolex for lunch ne bagimuleetera awo nno ye gwe omulimu gwe yajja okwongeramu gitusako eyo level tugenda omulamu katono tugenda kukomawo tugenda tutunuulira ku bulamu bwe obw'ebyobufuzi and also as a mother. Let us take a short break. We are coming back.
ekutusibwako funa app ya next ticket oba genda ku mukutu gwaffe www.nextticket.com okugula tiketi yo kati funa app ya next ticket oba genda ku mukutu gwaffe www.nextticket.com okugula tiketi yo kati
Okay, kale tukomyewo tukyalina Enid Mirembe, one of those young entrepreneurs abasalawo ne bagamba kayingire business. Yes, badde atunyumiza mu lugendo lwa Rolex we lwatambula oba we lumutambulidde but then nja kuteekamu ng'omukyala as a woman abantu bakutunulira batya ng'oyingira mu offices zaabwe onoonya partnership oba convincing about this and this. Have you ever felt like someone is just looking at you in an angle that ono mukazi byayogerako anaabikola
kakati I should say olwasookera ddala I was much younger nga they don't expect me to actually speak sense. Of course ebimu I've learnt along the way gye ngenze okwongerayo nga nsaba sponsorships ne partnerships gye nkomye okukola ki okuyiga nti ono abeera yagala kulira ebigambo weebiti n'ono yagala kulira ebigambo weebiti so it is different buli partner abeera alina byayagala omugambe kati ng'abamu nyingira office ate nno ekiyinza okwewuunyisa nti ate abaali bamanyi ennyo people that know us are the ones who actually don't even give us time. They're the ones who don't even uplift us. Nga abali mu position nekifo ekikolaboratinga nange tebagala kiwuli ekya collaboration. So nze personality yange I am very aggressive, I should say. I am very aggressive. Actually, one time someone told me, I hope you're not an alpha female. I'm like, very cool. Those are terms that have just come because, you know, but I would walk into offices, Nembasaba partnerships. I have connections. I meet people all the time in the sector, someone who knows someone. Oh, by the way, this person, you should give her an interview, you know. So, I mean, you should give her time, talk to her, give her a meeting, an appointment. Nebampa time, nengenda, nemba nyonyola, nemba gamba, bienjagala, nemugamba, actually, this is how you're going to benefit. Your return of investment is this. If you put this amount of money into this project, ogenda kufunira wano. And by the way, njagala okwebaza omukulu wa wano nti naye yampa partnership ya myaka 3. Tulina partnership era ekoma guno omwaka actually. Yes, yampa partnership eya media and we have really worked well with you people. So people always give me time bampuliriza because one, I will walk into your office when I am smart. Kati ojja kugamba ojja kuba teweekwasa nti oba disrespected your, you know, your presence. Nja kujja nga nyambadde bulungi nga neewe ekitiibwa naawe nkuweesa ekitiibwa okumpa ssente zo. You get it? So nzija nene nga ndi mwetowaze nenjogera bulungi nempresentinga nenjogera naawe nenkusaba sponsorship nenkusaba partnerships and also bwe tubeera tusaba ssente tusaba partnerships zino tuyige ekintu kimu. As a woman I have learnt along the way nti ebimu bibeera bya ssente ebimu bibeera bya partnerships nga ziri technical ebimu bibeera bya product. When you're asking for this in product development olina okumanya ka segment kiko oyagala okugwiramu ddala ku partner gogenze mulina okumanya kikyayagala nti kati ngenze ku next media ndisaba partnership naye ngenda basaba ki media house kimpewo yaawa togenda kujja bagambe nti njagala next radio oba njagala NBS naye nga tetegwamu ekyo kyoyagala oba NBS sport. Yes. So ogendayo noyogera naye ng'omanyi exactly what you need. Kati nze nga nzija naye nkusaba kyenkusabye gwe n'olaba kwe byenkusabye nze nja kusaba bingi kati gwe olaba n'oŋŋamba nedda Enid waliwo n'abalala be tulina okuwa. This is a lot. Tujja kuwako kino na kino na kino.
Okay, as a woman, haven't you been sexualized in a way? But tukola kino naawe okola kino mu lugendo luno lwa business and as a young woman.
Ebyo bibaamu tetujja kugaana. First of all abantu boogera ate abamu because people will approach you all the time. Others will come and you know they will try to pull moves on you because alaba olina kyoyagala omuggyako. Kati babikozesa but you have to be smart. Hafi omuntu wajja n'akugamba nga nti no they have never been approached like that. When you are an entrepreneur, a woman, it is a lie. Let us be mpozi ng'ofaanana otya ne oba ofaanana otya you will be approached. Bajja kugamba mpankuwe bajja kutawanya but you have to be sharp.
What do you do nga deal ogiraba kati nsava wogenda okujja akasete kosinga okwagala and omukulu ateekawo kibatu.
Ate kati olaba neebaza Katonda nti no ebifo byonna nina byembaddemu like nga mbwe nina okuyitira nga waliwo deal ensava. That has never happened. It has never happened. Ekyo nkyebaliza Katonda era nsaba kireme nakubeerawo. Nsaba kireme kubeerawo because oluusi obeera oyinza okutuka omutima naye nze nebaza Katonda nti abo abantu siba meeting because the people I have worked with, all my partnerships have been genuine. Genuine nti permanent secretary ajja kukuba essimu agambe I'm sending muwala wange bikirere muyitirimuko wano na wano na wano na wali. You get it. Akuweerezaayo gwe n'ogenda ne weepiichingira abeera kwadde ka stepping stone. Togamba nti ate omukyala teyanyamba omwami ono teyanyamba because we have made friends all over and be balina okutuyamba okututuusa we tubeera twagala. Not nti naagenda kujja mu nsawo ye naye ajja kunkubira essimu. They will introduce me to people. Maybe we've gone for a gathering. Kugambe ono omukyala amita Hafi ono Enid ono omukyala Hafi yakulira kino badde nsaba omweyo kale ka interview badde nsaba kale omufunireeko kino na kino mufunireko ka meeting ajja afune partnership. They guide you.
Okay. Now business, relationship, marriage and then kids. Ogogo oguzannya otya?
Sometimes it's tough. Being a mother is one of the most beautiful things I have ever experienced, but also the toughest journeys in life. I have a 6-year-old, a 6.5, and a 3-year-old who actually just started school, the 3-year-old. So happy si byangu, because sometimes as a mother I feel like I have to be around my kids all the time. Actually there are times when I miss important school gatherings, yeah, and interactions. But I'll always have people representing, because you have to work. I recently opened an agency. It's a marketing and events agency. Happy anything that has an event, tova kuveni. And for my 3-year-old, it's me who takes her to school. I pick her from school, you know, because that is the rule of the school, apart from the older one. So as a mom, I feel like I am doing a good job and I'm proud of myself, because it's not easy, it is tough. But also, I have always asked for God's grace, because it can be overwhelming. Yeah. You have a lot of work, you have personal ambitions. I have never in life had a feeling of, oh my God, I regret ever having kids. No, because I have always found a way of making it work. So, si kyangu okubeera mama at ku myaka egitali mikulu nnyo, because oluusi kikusukkulumako n'ogamba, am I going to manage?
Wakatandika obulamu bwa career.
Yes, you get overwhelmed. You get overwhelmed n'ogamba naabisobola bannange abaana. Sometimes I actually sit back and be like, am I going to manage? Because you see things happening in society, you need to be available for your kids, So one of the things that I do always, I make sure at least in the morning, gatherings, maybe I've also gone out. I don't want to say mbundwa better outside no. There are those moments you have, but also I create time to be with my kids. I create time for family time with my kids, basically. In Beranavo, I take them to a PlayStation, play area. I go for a walk with them. We go shopping together. We do laundry together. We fold. You know, I teach them the basics. Yes. Okay.
Mu conversation muno mwami simuulira bino byonna byetise ku mutwe wekka.
And is strong and independent.
It's not good to be so strong.
And so we had to see I saw somewhere a comment which was, some of you women are hustling 10 times more than a man. Effort. So, this strong and independent woman, independent
woman. Okay. Anytime soon, are you going to find another person very soon?
Of course I will. Why wouldn't I? I will.
So you got a son you?
Tugamba, love is a beautiful thing. Every time you find someone amazing, every time you fall in love, you enjoy, you what?
Didn't you miss a combos? The other person was my brother, or is my brother. You are my friend. Like, what really happened?
Happy. But just know, I made a decision, and I am proud I made that decision. I am happy I made that decision, and there is no regrets about it. Okay. It was for the best. Okay. Sometimes you have to know when to jump out of the bus. Yes. Okay. So, and I believe everyone is happy. Hasn't it
been a little challenging without him in the life of the kids?
Maybe for the kids, but they'll be fine.
Okay. But no kuvera bagomite.
Yeah.
Do you co-parent?
What does that mean?
Enid.
I don't know.
I know whether Jakugama speaking a lot of English. Tosakuna mambo ekyo tokimanyi.
Sikimanyi. Mulusanga bagamba tichidi.
Tichidi. Kale kanchinyonyole. Abeerawo nobeerawo na providing for the kids na batwalako out nawe nokola your role, but for the good of the children, both of you uli omunazanya part here. Does he do so?
Co-parenting?
Yeah.
Abanazo do co-parenting. Katugambe, yes.
Okumya ekitiibwa kya taata w'abaana bo.
Happy.
Okumya ekitiibwa kya taata w'abaana. But anyway, tukireke ekyo. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Enid. Man, it's tough. Anyway, kati ebyobufuzi tugende kweyemboozi.
Politics. I stood the other year.
Wabivuddemu ddala. What happened muwazzeemu okwagala okuddamu okwesimbawo?
No, I said the other term. This other one I didn't. I had challenges. I just decided to lay low like an envelope. I gave myself time because it is always about time. So newo budde nengamba I need to rebrand. Netereze ndabe nga nzira muki
biki ebyali bikusumbuye okubeera nga
no last year I had issues honestly.
It was a tough year.
Yes, not really tough, but for my mentor I could not kugenda mu balonzi.
Okay.
Bangambe mbu ate simanya kati okoze nnyo tokyanyumira mu gomesi. So I needed to give myself time.
Okay.
Yes.
So tukusuubire again.
Do
you think it's actually one of your ambitions?
Of course it is. I actually went for Omukyala. I was nominated yesterday.
Oh, you did? Twende tubogerako.
I did. I went for Omukyala. I was nominated yesterday. And it's a beautiful thing. I am following into my declaration of intent. I am following into my what is it called? I have footsteps of some of my mentors. Banji nyo bali very political.
Okay.
Yes, so Right Honorable Kadaga, Mama Wafoyo, we really, we picture her. Most of us have wanted to be like her at Kutekonyo, girl child. Yes, so at one day, I have friends who are in parliament. Banji nyo bam pushing yesterday. It was not easy. Omuyiiya can't papla ukafuluma ku Monday, but some of us saw it Tuesday. Yeah, for us to go and apply and nominate and everything. I had to do everything in one day. Even your friends of constituency, it was tough. It was tough, but we managed. So, politics-wise, I have gone for Omukyala.
Okay.
Let me give it a shot. This is a by-election.
Yeah.
And whatever comes out, we will still go for the real election next year.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is okay. And you deserve it. Just know you do. So, we want to see you. Katsoke turabe yala bwene ekola. Bwene bate happeninze atulinda. Ekinaji.
Tebisobola bbulawo. Happy. Nze nkugambe strong and independent by the way kugamba ogambe omuntu ali gumite obeera olowooza nnyo you are brilliant olowooza you have things going no yiiya kino no yiiya kiri nze nkugambe nakola Rolex Festival tuyinamu ebintu bingi nnyo mu Rolex initiative omwo mu Rolex initiative mulimu ebintu nnyo bitwadde nga tukola so after that nalaba nga mulimu Rolexpreneurs muri capacity building which then the festival is a climax of everything that you do. Mulimu nebo mini Rolex festivals which we have Rolex cards, we have a circle. It's big, it's huge. But nalabanga festival and you call it the banga. I was like, Enid, you open an agency, you can actually do events and marketing for other people. But there is no way I could run that business under Rolex initiative. Kwekugulawo agency. I have done so many events. I write concepts. I come and share them with organizations. The recent one was Annual Hospitality Expo. I actually still work with you people. I have done so many. So, waliwo nendala actually egenda okujira nayo yakaawo era nzija you know so bintu bingi nnyo byembeera nga ndowoozako mu agency kubanga you have to be innovative nditotula butuzi when you see something is in line with whatever you're doing kirowooze kate newe kikyuka ne kivaawo kola ekirala.
bino ebintu bya marketing bye bimu ku bintu bye wasoma.
Nedda nno kyekikwewuunyisa nze nasoma saabisoma ebyo nasoma bintu birala nnyo, communication skills, public relations, so I know how to interact with people interpersonally. Interpersonal communication is key. Kakati wembera ekyo kikuyambako nti tolemererwa kwogera ng'ogenza okupiichinga waakiri balimbe. Kati ne AI yazze tetukyabonaabona odduka ekikumi n'oteekamu n'ofuna ka ansa k'omuntu n'okamugamba.
But like most people now can tell.
That is AI generated. No, but you get your AI generated something. No kayongeramu kochi. Otekamu ebibyo ate kati happy. Chiringa bana abantu abakopa n'akoppa n'erinnya lyo n'alikopa. You don't do that.
I know.
Because AI generating ebbaluwa. Naye egenda teekako mulamwa gwayo. Ebimu oba tubyagala obisunsula n'obijjajjamu.
Ekale nga tugenda okumaliriza. A few questions for you. Zenda bana zibampadde. One word to describe yourself.
Enid Mirembe is a brilliant girl, very respectful, and I'm also humble.
Are you?
I am. I respect everyone mugundi mukitiibwa kye kyajjiramu.
But you're humble.
You are. And a go-getter. When I'm happy into this, I'm going to do.
You go for it.
Yes.
What keeps you motivated?
I love beautiful things. I believe in prosperity and a good life. When I was doing literature in my O&A level, there's a book we read, Black Mamba. Oli omuwala ng'ayagala ssente Namudu and yes, Namudu and Berewa. So for her, she would tell the guy that I want good things. And when I read that book, I learned that good things, you have to work for them. Omusajja yakola nnyo okumakinga sure nti naasanyusa ki mukyala we. So me as Enid Mirembe, what keeps me motivated is I believe in prosperity and a good life. And a good life, you have to work. You have to work hard.
Why should a baby girl, a beautiful baby girl like you, work hard?
Working hard does not mean tino ngenda kuguluba. Working hard is meeting your targets. Until this year I have a target. I'm supposed to execute this, that, and that. This year I had a target. I was supposed to come for Omukyala, which I did. I'm supposed to have the Rolex Festival running, which I'm doing. There is other 2 things that I have done. So you have to tick your box. It's not that ogenda kubeera ng'oguluba biki. Of course I'm not sitting mu kuguluba happy, no. I am not. That one teba
Soft life CEO. I see you're someone who really wants to wake up, go do some things. Singo kera kumacha omloadinga wali.
I can never be a housewife, happy.
You can never be.
Let me even cut you short. I can't.
You tonaba kola.
Happy. Okukola tekyetaagisa nti no ngenda kuguluba. For example, ogambye musimanga biki. I am where I am. Naye era siri mu kuguluba. Happy nzijjamu ebyange naye sijja. Happy si okuguluba no. Being a housewife is not for me. Waliwo abakyagala. Me, I have friends who actually want to be a housewife. Nga ye akugamba nze that is what I want.
If I get a rich man that can provide everything,
I am home. Nze nedda sisobola. Sisobola. I will still do my work because a man will do what he has to do. A man is supposed to provide and protect. Akole byakola, nze nkole nange byange. Like ampa sente ze, ate ngera nkola ki? Nezange. My money is my money. His money is our money. You get it? So you don't have to. No, I cannot be home.
What does success mean to you?
Success is achievement. Reaching the epitome of where you have envisioned yourself to being. Yes. once you have a goal set nogamba kino nino kikola kino nino kikola kino nino kikola you're good to go.
Okay. Tuddamu ddi okulya Rolex?
August 3rd week.
Okay.
We're going to be up and running. Yeah.
Kiri mu pipeline.
Yeah, we are already planning. Lwakuba nti era budget lines ezo zitawanyamuko. So osanga abantu nga bagamba no, you have to wait. Okufuna sponsorship okimanyi oyinza ginoonyereza emyezi nga 8.
My friend.
Nze, excuse me, mba nakamaliza festival nga mpeterezaawo abalala. Yes.
Nga kikyabuguma n'obuguma. Okay. Yeah. Any message for any young woman out there regarding work, relationships and personal care?
You have one regarding work, you have to keep working. Olina okukola obutakoowa because obeera oyagala ebintu ebirungi. Social media tulaga ebintu bingi nnyo nnyo naye kugamba that car that you want to drive is not going to come out of nowhere. When you work, you will afford to look good. Those who want to be housewives, bw'aba akola ajja kuba asobola okwerabirira n'afaanana obulungi na attracting abaki ba-sponsors bayagala. You get it. So you have to work as a woman. And what is the other question?
Relationships.
Oh, relationships. You have to, I think, know your worth. Take care of your family, your children. If you're in a relationship, as it is, you know, you find a way of co-parenting. Yes.
Nakubuziza go co-parenting at all.
Anti nowadays sitegedde munne ekyoyogera. I co-parent.
Okay. Then regarding yourself as a person, omwana omuwala yandirabisa atya being nti gwe olina queen? Naddala maama kubanga ensi tuyunza, we forget about ourselves.
Ensi tuzunza. Yeah, I remember there's a time when nakogenye nenekusako ekifaananyi. I think I was pregnant. Hafi naddugala. You see, I'm dark. Naye naddugala. So being a mom, like I said, it's one of the most beautiful things, but also the most challenging. We lose ourselves. And say kuyuya, nze yesterday nabadde ku parliament naye mukwano gwange ne muyita nako nga simutegedde. Nga olubuto olukomeri nga simutegedde kwegamba ensi yamuyuyiza. And she's amazing. She later called me and she's like, Enid, namugamba nvudde mu office yo sikusanze. Nagamba, are you sure? I'm like, wait a minute. Buli omu yadde mu kugulu babibye, so my mind was not settled to that. Naye, happy, we have to take care of ourselves, look good, smell good. You have to come. There is a hangout I go to. It is my safe space. I don't even go there with my friends. I don't go there with anyone. Era bambuuza abakola ne bangamba why do you, one time one of the ladies supervisor yaja nangamba, why do you always come and sit alone? You don't have friends? I told her one thing, this is my safe space. When I'm there, I am thinking, I am working, I am relaxing. So find that time amid this work crazy byonna runs and stuff like that. Genda okoleki weewemu time, because omubiri olina okuguza bujja n'obwongo naki. Go take yourself out, drink a good glass of wine, drink a glass of juice, have a good meal. You know, it can be every week, it can be once a month, it can be any time. Because go woterowozaako ng'omuntu, no one is going to think about you.
Yeah.
Even your husband will not think about you. Mpozi ngalabye osiwuuse nnyo nnyo ajja kugamba naye ki ekigenda mu maaso nga you're losing it, because as mothers we lose it. Family bekuyuuya, emirimu gikuyuuya, buli kimu nga kikutwala kikoze eki kiguddeyo. So I feel like tulina okwerabirira tulabe nga tufaanana bulungi, for us to be able to associate with the people in line with our work, because you don't go to, you know, have
someone's office
nga otunanga bweyagala bakujajingira kuva kwa scar okitegeera. Nze happy even before, when I was still, even before I bought a car in 2016, happy I would wear my heels and show up properly. I would have my heels, I love big bags, put everything, laptop, ngantekamu, buli kimu ekyange. I would even put like a flat pair of shoes, but I would show up
in heels.
Yes, buli kaseera nga totegera nti nawadde nkozeseza boda. So you have to look good, because first impression matters. Omuntu akutunira bw'ati nagamba hava kasanyizo mu nsawo, you know, otuuka weetereza. We've all done those things. So nze all the way I say weerabirire ng'omukyala, because motherhood, being a wife, also can make you go crazy sometimes. Find that alone time for yourself. Weze bujja. Neoba wabera akakaseera kweyagala neoba nga togina kyogenda kola. Go to a mall. Walk around, buy ice cream, supermarket. You know, we have so many malls ezine ebintu bingi. So, we have to come first. Because when we come first, we are able to think for our lines of work, our business. Ofuna agamaanyi agakugamba nti bane kati kangende nkole ki nkontestinge kangende nonye sponsorship obeera oyina agamaanyi. Because happy took over me the last few days. I have been exhausted, like mentally, nga mpya n'okulira nga otulo tuntwala in the middle of the day. Coffee nafuuka coffee. So you have to know where to step back a bit obulamu buddeyo, because you can pass out and die. I know. And you'll be replaced immediately.
Exactly. Okay.
And you have kids who need you, you have family that needs you, you have people that need you. Yeah.
You're a young woman, Ali Mugundi. I want you to give us all young women out there an advice on a relationship, but then or in a business, most especially with social media, because that's where the biggest problem is. Tukoze tutyo okubeera nga business zitambula, but also relationships. Okugatta relationships in a business, how dangerous is that? And wemba muzigase and things happen, omuntu akivaamu atya?
Like with a partner?
Yes.
I just feel like in a relationship everyone should do their own things.
Ate omubaba partners.
Omwami n'omukyala. No, that's what I believe. Omukyala asobola okwegatta mu byaki by'omwami we ne bakola bwe, because the man is the lead and it is okay, it is fine. Okitegedde asobola omuteekamu maybe as next of kin, naye era nga tarunninga the organization. You get it. Abeerayo bubeezi in the background, maybe next of kin if anything happens. But I feel like omusajja alina okwempoweringa omukyala akole ebibye. Then n'omukyala oyambako omusajja wabeera nga alina byayagala omuyambeko gwe ng'omuntu. We're not supposed to mix relationships, because if anything happens muddamu kuguluba kulwanagana biki, and it is very, very uncalled for. I don't feel like there should be a mix-up for those two things.
Okay. Then how can we handle breakups singa zituuka ku social media? I mean, you've been a couple on social media and things go west.
Happy me, from the time I became Miss Tourism, I have been in the media. Yeah, they've written stories about me, my work, bichi, the good and bad. That's how I think stories are nyingi nnyo. There's a Wikipedia never created. Yeah. Because I believe you have to have quite a number of, you know, stories for you to have a Wikipedia. So I don't know, but I believe. Okay. So if something bampandiseko okuva edda nedda, by the way, even when I was crowned, some people were criticizing, you know, people have their likings. And I have to say that nze bampandiseko, but I have decided and I know that you have to keep quiet. When you learn to keep quiet, that you don't have to come out and justify nti onakola bwati onayankola bwati, you know, you don't owe anyone an explanation for anything. Just keep quiet. Oli waba asazeewo okwogera, gwe sirika. You get it? Because for something that has happened like a month ago and then you see it on social media, what is it going to change? You continue keeping quiet like you had kept quiet before. So, osirika nochimma amazzi. And because every time you speak, this is a lesson, by the way, to all, like everyone.
Yeah.
Every time you speak about something, you're giving the details around anything. This is not just about relationships. Yes. Especially when it's a negative, it's not a positive. You don't have to come out and justify. Sirika, nebigwawo. Of course, ebintu bijasigalayo, social media is a keeper.
Yeah.
It's our album. It's a keeper, but learn to keep quiet because you don't owe anyone an explanation and you don't have to justify anything to anyone. Yes.
Do you also support people who put their relationships on social media?
Like?
You post. It's
absolutely fine because me, okay, emirimu gye tukola gye gituleetera okubeera, I believe it's our personalities and also sometimes the work that we do. So me as formerly Miss Tourism, you know, you have to keep updating social media. Obimanyi. So eri ebintu ebirina okubeerayo. For example, me, I have done Christmas cards from my first child, 2017. I have Christmas cards. It is a must. Kakati, bw'obeera oli asazeewo okuteeka relationship ye, bichi, it is up to them, but I know somehow it will damage. That damage comes back. And then you might regret and be like, maybe singa keeping on, but it's also dependent on your position in society because people will know you, people will follow you. Baba goberera, you get married and then abantu nemubagamba temujja temukuba bifaananyi, they'll sneak in and take pictures. Zero jasanga waliwo akafaananyi akaliikinze. Apart from one friend of mine gwe nalaba yatugamba tubaagala nnyo naye tetulabadde n'omuntu n'ogu aposting ekifaananyi tujja bawo ebifaananyi byaki ebya camera ebyaffe ebya photographer. No, of course we recorded because those are beautiful memories. You know, it was nice, but we didn't post anywhere. Just for respect. Kati gwe, it has implications, negative and positives. Mubwongo bwo mu mindset olina okubeera ng'okimanyi nti ebirungi biyinza okujja oba ebibi. I could be attacked because maybe people are judging, maybe people know me, maybe people. So it is a good thing and it is also a bad thing, but it is social media. We are in the era of social media, for Christ's sake. And technology has evolved. Why do I have an iPhone nga sisobola jikubisa bifaananyi? Nina okuba bifaananyi byentereka naye ate I'll be forced to kateekayo because I have social media platforms. So why am I on the platforms? To become an eavesdropper? You get it? So
okay. Someone gave you a ring.
This is my ring.
This is your ring?
Yeah. I wear rings all the time, Matthew. Oh, it's by the way. I have silver, I have rose gold, I have gold. Ate nzambala ku ngalo ze njagala.
Obudde weewo webale tukyalirako Enid. Thank you for being hard working. Tukwagaliza birungi byereere.
Mwebale banange next media njagala kujebaza nnyo. You guys have really been there for Rolex Initiative. I worked with the late Brian last year and the other year. He's been an amazing person. May his soul rest in peace. You have given me media time. You have given me more than I always ask for. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much for hosting me.
Kale, obadde mulabi mulungi nnyo owabigenda bitya tetugenda kusukkawo. That was Enid and her life. Yes. So I hope you picked a leaf. Bobo ine chirubiriro acho mkwano wake up yambale engato. Let's up and show up. Obulamu bwe buti. bw'oneezingireyo tetulina budde ffe tuvuga tudda mu maaso twegeko olunaku olw'enkya olwokutaano njagala obajjukiza abakyala ffenna tuli wano ku next park saawa zigenda kubeera 3 mu lutindo lw'abakyala tulina ba speakers we bali tugenda kuba tusoma tugenda kuba tuyiga ku nsonga ez'enjawulo see you then mukama katonda abakuume